Well, the first thing you notice from these incredible events at the Great Hall of the People is that China's former leader, when asked to leave, doesn't want to go. And you have to ask yourself, why? What's going on?
That question from the BBC's China correspondent Stephen McDonnell is one a lot of us have been asking. On Saturday, the scene was set as the Communist Party Congress drew to a close. Reporters had just been allowed in. There was President Xi, having consolidated his power. To his left was Hu Jintao, his predecessor. And then, in front of all of us watching, Hu Jintao was escorted out. Within minutes, the footage was going viral. Soon, Chinese state media reported Hu Jintao was not feeling well during the session, and that now he's much better. Certainly, as he seeks to take President Xi's notes, Hu Jintao appears confused. There's also 45 seconds where he seems unsure why he's leaving. And he has been assisted before. This footage is from a week earlier. But many are questioning the official explanation. The academic Henry Gao told the New York Times, with Xi, he doesn't do these things for nothing. Global risk analyst Ian Bremmer goes further, asking why publicly humiliate former President Hu Jintao? He goes on, power politics on full display. But being sure of any aspect of this is hard. Here's the BBC's China media analyst, Kerry Allen.
It can sometimes be very frustrating trying to work out what's happened. And even though this happened in front of foreign journalists, it was out of earshot and it was very difficult to assess. You literally have to try and pick over the fine details and do guesswork.
Then, on Tuesday, more footage emerged, showing just before Hu Jintao was taken out. Mr. Hu goes to open a folder, but is stopped. Now, we don't know what was in the folder. We do know that the new Central Committee had just been announced and that Mr. Hu's faction had been frozen out. And that's drawn the attention of the Chinese dissident and artist Ai Weiwei.
Those papers supposed to have the name of the new bureau circle of the Xi. And they must have some kind of deal before made. So, but now what the reality must be has a completely different reality.
At this stage, that's a theory, no more. But these power dynamics connect to why this moment matters. As the incident unfolds, Xi Jinping looks at the man to his right. This is Li Keqiang. He's one of Hu Jintao's protégés. He's been Chinese premier, second in command, for 10 years. This week, he found out he'll be losing that job. And as his mentor is removed, he stares forward, impassively. So too do the rest of the powerful standing committee. Whether intentional or not, the imagery is unavoidable.
The way Hu Jintao left the stage has been, is heavily symbolic of the demise of his faction, and now of Xi Jinping's complete domination of the Chinese leadership.
And let's not forget, this all happened just when the cameras were allowed in.
These events are very heavily choreographed, and so for something like this to happen, there are questions about whether it happened by accident.
At this Congress, Xi Jinping definitely wanted the world to see these displays of unanimous support. Perhaps he wanted us to see this too. Either way, what we did see was a president with even greater power and an empty chair where his predecessor had been.